self-explanatory. The last thing, guys, your CRM. This is your gold mine in this business, your database. I am going to send you guys a spreadsheet, which is very simple, but it's going to focus on these three things. So if you have your sphere, start with them first. So your friends, your family, your coworkers, everybody. Put them in a spreadsheet. You want to have, if possible, their first and last name. You want to have their phone number. You want to have their email address. If you don't have those, your job is to call them and say, hey, I'm updating my database. I realize I don't have your up-to-date contact info. Can I please get your email address? Can I please get your phone number? By the way, do you mind if I set you up on my monthly mailing list? Okay. I want you to classify whether they're friends and family or whether they're a new lead. Okay. If you've never spoken to them, they're a prospect. And I'll put this down in the spreadsheet for you guys. You can make it as simple or as complicated as you want in terms of how to classify them. You can classify them as a buyer that you're working with. They could be a repeat client. You could classify based on age, based on background, whatever you want. But if you're going to have 10 classifications, you're going to have 10 different methods of keeping in touch with them based on that classification. Okay. The reason you're going to classify is we're going to create campaigns. These are going to put your business on autopilot. So the only thing you have to be responsible for is picking up the phone and making those calls. If you don't connect with them, the system that you're using will send them an email. It will send them a text, and it will send you a reminder to make that follow-up phone call. What we're doing is keeping you top of mind through the tools that we have at our disposal. It's one of the reasons I made the move to EXP. The system KV Core does everything for me other than make the phone call and talk. Okay.
They actually even do that with
they do that for you too bots, if you want to pay for it.
So. They do that, and you'll have text bots and all that kind of stuff. Can I just add to this real quick?
Yeah.
So look, what is your goal in terms of your a timeline, I guess, for your clientele? Every lead, everything starts off as a lead, if you will. Okay. If you had to draw, if you guys have a paper and pen, just kind of draw it out. Just write out the word lead, kind of how he has here: connect, classify, campaign, close. Okay, he's going to do it for us. So
you do it, man. I'll put it in here.
Okay, so your lead the goal of your lead is to turn this lead into a prospect. Okay, so your goal is to turn this lead into a prospect. So so from lead to prospect. Now, once they're a prospect, your goal is to turn this prospect to a client. Lead to prospect, prospect to client, and then prospect to client.
Keep going.
Okay. Prospect, I'm just watching you type. I'm like, this is amazing. Okay, so your whole goal is like you have your lead, you want to turn into a prospect. What is a prospect? A prospect is somebody that you have qualified. You know that they want to buy or sell a home. And now your job is to make this prospect into your client. How do you make them into your client? You get them to sign a listing agreement or a BRA. Okay. Now, once this person is a client, you want to make them into a referral. Okay. So from client, from a success, if you do a good job, this client you will make into a referral. And some of you guys are guessing it. From your referral source, you want to make them into a raving fan. Okay. Which is multiple referrals. So from lead to prospect, prospect to client, client to referral, referral to raving fan. Raving fan is someone that is talking about you on social media, giving you multiple referrals every day. So this is your goal. And it starts with your database. So when you first talk to that lead, I had a lead that I just met one time a few years back. This person today has bought, is a raving fan, not only has bought about 8 properties off me, okay, they have referred another 10. So these are the people that you want. He is my walking billboard saying, if you want to do business in real estate, do business with Rick. This is your goal. When you do this goal correctly, you no longer have to do lead generation and prospecting. Does that make sense? So you can give that up when you build your book of business. Now, anything that you need to do going forward is just to take care of your raving fans. That's where a client appreciation comes in, Christmas gifts and stuff like that. But right now we're concentrating on database. This is kind of the flow that I think about when you're
Yeah.
concentrating on your database.
So guys, if you're with EXP, you've got access to KV Core. Please, please, please use it. Okay. They've got great tutorials already through the system. Teaches you how to use it very simply. Mona, if she's still on here, did a couple of coaching clinics last week and the week before, I believe, on KV Core, some of the basics. It's not hard to use, but you do have to put in some time to
Let's
set it
talk
up.
about that. Guys, Mona says she's doing tomorrow at 10 a.m. So
Awesome.
she could send you guys a link. But here's the thing. I really want to, now I'm going back to mindset. You might learn all this stuff and then start asking for help. Do not ask for help until you attempt it. Watch the tutorials, go on to the KV Core training, because if you ask for help right away before putting any work in, that's a character flaw that is going to deter you from reaching your real estate goals. Nobody's going to help you, guys. You need to help yourself. Let me say that again. Nobody's going to save you, whichever position you are in life. Nobody is going to save you. You need to save yourself. If you do not like the number of zeros in your bank account, you have to take 100% responsibility and save yourself. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have a silver spoon that I can, go towards to get money in my bank account. You have to save yourself. If you look in the mirror and you don't like the shape that you're in, the health that you're in, nobody is going to save you. You need to start putting into the work, okay, guys? This is mindset. Mindset is very important. This database, this CRM is not going to help you if you don't have the correct mindset, okay? So when you guys are researching your KV Core, watch the too many people are calling me and not watching the tutorials. The training tutorials are only on EXP, Grinder. We can 10 a.m. Mona will be doing a thing that she'll do that, but there's tutorials in your EXP education calendar. They are training you on KV Core. There's YouTube videos. Learn to use that. Don't just come out and start asking for help if you haven't done the work yet.
Okay. For anybody who's not with EXP, if you don't have access to a CRM, there's a company called HubSpot. If you just Google them, their CRM, their basic one is free. Use it just to get started. Okay. Um, the best CRM you can use is the one that you are actually going to log into day in and day out and actually leverage. Okay. So if it's a paper and pen, use a paper and pen. If it's Excel, use Excel. Just make sure you're using it day in, day out. Okay. But if you really want to scale to a level where you have raving fans and you don't have to do lead generation, you need to have something that's going to put them on autopilot. Okay. So we're going to teach you guys the habits to start now, just like babies. You start crawling before you start walking, before you start running, right? And raving fans is you're going to be Usain Bolt by the time you're done.
Sorry.
Okay. So guys, the reason we did these I think it was 6 or 7 topics, is they all do kind of tie in together, right? You start with your why, your big why, your financial goals, um, your database and your mindset, identifying your strengths and weaknesses. Everything ties in together, especially the why, the mindset. Um, it's gonna help you narrow in on what differentiates you from those other 79,900 realtors in Ontario. Okay. And that number, guys, half of them aren't going to do anything all year, right? And if you do 60 deals in a year, you guys will be in the top 10%. Think about that. 6 deals and you'll be in the top 8,000 out of 80,000. Okay.
So you want to stop screen share for a bit, and then we can
Yeah.
kind of.
Take questions and
I
stuff.
think we're
Yeah.
all done. Just I think I'm gonna. Should I? You want me to record? I'll stop recording. I think.
Yeah, you can stop the recording.
Before the question, just guys, just to wrap up, um, I want you guys to give yourself some credit today. The 55, 60 of you guys that that are on here, give yourself some credit. Just by being on here, you are committed to excelling your business, and I'm proud of you. So, a lot of people aren't here. They're not working on their business. So it's important to work in your business, but right now you're working on your business. So give yourself some credit for that. I'm proud of you guys. You should be too. This is the first step in, getting that financial freedom. To sum up, guys, today what we've talked about is just creating those winning habits. If I had to sum all of this up, all G's training today, it's about creating those winning habits.